What the did I just read? They defile it. He defiles her. Oh, haven't they been through enough? Don't you think they've been through enough, Jennifer? I'm gonna get some hate for this next statement. Was 10 times more impactful than It Ends With Us by Coho. I'm so sorry. I will not take it back. I was scared, but I ate it up. I read 100 books the first 6 months this year, and I have some amazing 5-star book reads I want to share with you. This one goes out to my dark romance boos and my schmutty slutties out there. Holler! I tell you, I was so nervous at the beginning of the year because I DNF'd book after book and I was in the worst slump and I was sure I would never get out of it. But the book that pulled me through was The Pucking Wrong Number by C.R. Jane. Now later in the year, I also listened to The Pucking Wrong Date by C.R. Jane. Those were both 5-star for reads. The vibe is very light. It's very funny in a psychotic way. It's funny in a psychotic way. It starts off like this cute little romance. He texts the wrong number on accident. He's obsessed with her. It's just adorable until his obsession turns psychotic, and the things he does is absolutely insane, and I love him for it. If a book makes me cry, automatic 5-star. Feather by Olivia Wildenstien. This is actually a sweet fantasy romance, and it's about angels, and at the end, it's tragic. The end of book 1 is tragic. Do you get a happily ever after? Eventually, yes, but I thought my soul would never be the same. You know you're my boo, Jessie. But the Canary Cowards, man, I thought for sure that Sick Love would always hold the #1 spot for me. But the Canary Cowards is just completely different. It's more contemporary, it's forbidden, it's angsty, it's enemies to lovers, it's spicy, but it also has all the feels. If you have anyone in your life that is on the spectrum in any sense, this book is going to give you all the feels because it is so beautifully written. I highlighted so many quotes. This is one you can really recommend to a variety of romance readers, and I do. I shove it down a lot of people's throats. Serpentine Vaentine by Giana Darling. God, I hope Giana Darling does some more sapphic romances because this one was top tier. This is a FF romance, and it is like kind of gothic college vibes. There's a revenge spree, and it's just so beautifully written and so immaculately done. As a dark romance girly, there's just not a lot of books out there that make me go, what the did I just read? But Little Stranger by Leigh Rivers. Yes. No, but like yes. Malachi is my everything, okay? Also, one of the triggers is spider play. So I tried Googling that. Leigh Rivers, you made that shit up. That does not exist. It is not a form of anything, okay? I'm telling you right now. I tried Googling it. I was scared, but I ate it up. I ate up his brand of psychotic. 180 from that. Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan. I am gonna get some hate for this next statement, but to be 110% honest, in my opinion, so again, you can't tell me otherwise, this book for domestic violence and abuse, this book, to me, was 10 times more impactful than It Ends With Us by Coho. I'm so sorry. I will not take it back. Lovely Wicked Things by Trisha Wolfe. Oh, Callum is my boo. He will forever be my boo. If you love incredibly highly intelligent male main characters who are also psychopaths, highly calculated, if you love some romantic suspense, if you love like crime scene vibes, like literally this series reminds me of Mindhunter meets True Detective, like had a baby and you fell in love with the serial killer. Again, if a book makes me cry, it's a 5-star read, and that was June 1st by Jennifer Hartmann. Now, this is also taboo. He is adopted into their family at a very young age, so they're adopted siblings. Literally, one of the sections was labeled The Third Tragedy, and I said, Jennifer, haven't they been through enough? Don't you think they've been through enough, Jennifer? Did they get their happily ever after? Yes. Was it a phenomenal read? Yes. I cried the whole time. I don't know why Sin gets so much hate in the Lord series. I loved him. He, I think, is one of the sweeter of the Lords. and has her best interests at heart. It's just her past is so dark and so messed up, and the schmut is very, very untraditional and dark, that I think it's such a dark vibe that people are turned off by the darkness. But I bathe in the darkness. The way the Hollow Boys series, again, has my whole soul this year. I cannot believe I've been so patient to wait for all the audios to come out. So I've read books 1 through 4. This is books 1 through 3, The Lies We Steal, The Truths We Burn, and then The Blood We Crave Part 1. And these are my 5 stars. Book 4 was almost a 5-star for me as well. It's just so good, Monty, so good. They are just a phenomenal writer. A dark romance, dark vibes, romantic suspense, something that has a really good plot and characters, like a found family trope with characters that you are going to fall for each and every one, and you are going to want to know each and every one of these men's story. Can't tell you enough to do it. A new to me author this year was Maggie Cole. I read The Auction and The Vow, and The Auction was a 5-star read for me. If you love Vospassi, if you love like forbidden romance, this is her dad's business partner, so there's also a little age gap. He buys her at auction and owns her for a year, and then he buys her, billionaire, a $3 million piano, and then the things they do on top of this piano should be a sin. They defile it. He defiles her. Oh, this little novella, I typically don't like novellas, but Lifers by KC Blume was a sapphic, dark romance that takes place in an asylum, and the ending, is it a happily ever after? I'll let you decide. I'm a sucker for a not traditional happily ever after. And on top of that, I was just so enticed by their little love affair that I just loved it.